Hi there folks, this is the second episode of my Living Like Linus series. It's been about over a week since my last video. I did pop into the tent a few days ago just to do a couple of things. Just, you know the job by now, just making sure no one's around. So as you can see, the tent is still there. I have a couple of things I want to do today. Just bear with me a second. So what I have here, I've got a bit of cooking equipment in there that I want to leave. And in here, more importantly, I got my replacement A-frame. What's I put in there? Oh yes, so I needed a tent cover to keep the rain from getting in. From what I checked on the web pages, every other bell tent, every other 3 meter bell tent is 2 meters high. The 4 meters are 2.5 meters high. So I've got in here this is from my 4 meter tent. And on that note, I have a 4 meter footprint in here, which I'm going to use to see if I can pitch my 4 meter bell tent and use that as a main dwelling, and use that as a bathroom and storage tent, because it would save me having to buy a separate toilet tent. Because one of the things I need really is a proper toilet. Fortunately, I do have a 5-gallon, I think it was, bucket already. Yes, I know it's a proverbial shit in a bucket. Yeah, so I ordered a proper toilet seat for it, and it comes with a few waste bags, like pre-primed to absorb the liquid or whatever else. So that should arrive tomorrow apparently. So I'll be back up here in a day or so, probably a couple of days, to bring that up. So I won't have to worry about being caught short anymore. And I'm just looking around here. That looks like a nice spot to pitch it actually. I know it's not completely level, but the ground here isn't really level anyway, as you can see. Let's step back a bit, because the aim is going to be, again, as far back as possible. Maybe over there by the tree. That could be a thing. It does look a bit more level over there. Yeah, so I want it A, as far back as possible. B, not too much of a walk away from there, for hopefully obvious reasons. What I will do though is keep a separate urinal in the 4 meter, because I have had a bit, I'll spare you the details, but I've had a bit of an issue with needing to go almost immediately. I don't know if it's a UTI or not, but I will keep a urinal in the tent just in case, for that reason. But anyway, I'll switch to my action cam and have a go. See how this goes. Let's get this party started. First things first, get this out. Right, that's for later. Oh, blimey. state of that. Keep that over there for the moment. Sit. I will use that to get a bit of shopping done a bit later. Right, I will empty this lot into here. First order of the day is going to be replacing that hole. And would you look at it? Everything is still untouched. And it has been a lovely few days as we come into March. It's now the 4th of March. It's about, what time is it? About 2:30. Oh, just gone 3. So 3:10 p.m. So, right, this. Oh yeah, I remember. This is actually nearly dry now. Still a few damp spots. Yeah, that I'm going to need to take this back, because in the hopefully likely event I'll be able to pitch my 4 metre, I'm going to need to lug it back here. Again, it's going to be silly o'clock in the morning. But I don't really want people see me like a 4 metre tent. Right, I'll get that out. Okay. So, thankfully this is doing pretty well. So I got my sleeping bag out after finishing inflating the mattress here. Oh, seriously. Oh, at least it's only 1 or 2. So, because it's been a lovely sunny few days, I had a chance to things to dry out. So hopefully this is, yeah, it's looking a bit worse for wear. This is several years old now. Yeah, so this is nice and dry. So, it's a string. And let's get my mate in there. Hang a minute. Oh, I must have put it in there. I hope everything in here's dried out now. Right, so these are still wet. Right, cooking gear. So I'll stick those in here. And like that. That's my kettle. This, I think, yeah, I'll show you that in a minute. Those are my pots, including the coffee mug in there. Cooking fuel. So I'll take that mullet back home, or if I... Unless it's in this storage. Okay. Okay, so that's that. That will be for hopefully pitching 4 metre. So this thing, I just want to double check that it can be used as a fire pit. So stove there. So see if I remember how to put this together. That's the ashtray. So yeah, see it goes. That's it, and that goes in there. That is for when you're burning wood. So it's not an ash. No, it's not an ashtray. You'll need an ashtray under that, but that's for if you're burning wood. And then that's a stove. I think you put it in there. I'm a bit confused now. No. Okay. So I was right the first time. So it goes like that. Like that. And fuel goes in there then, I guess. That doesn't look right to me. Does it go like that? Oh, I guess it does. Okay. So that's how it sits, supposedly. And it might serve as a fire pit. What it doesn't have is a barbecue grill. So that's my stove. Right. Get that up there. Rubbish bag. Let's get one of these set up. Oh yeah, I've ordered my knife sharpener stroke fry starter along with the toilet seat. So, you stay in there for the moment. Right, ow! Like I say, dodgy knees. Oh, blimey. I'll leave you there for the moment. This. Let's get my A-frame in. I do have another replacement A-frame, but it's too small, too short rather. Also, I was missing rain caps, so. Okay. First things first. Get that off. So in there. I will not lose it. So let's have a look here. Whee! This is from boutique camping, as is the footprint under this tent. So let's see how this goes. Oh, that's better. Right. No, it's not designed for this tent, as you can see, because it's slipping about a bit. But oh, there we go. I don't know if I can. Probably not. Or maybe. Let's give this a try. Oopsie. There we go. Oh! Oh! That's better. That's much better. Come here, Raincat. Yeah. Oh, come on. There we are. Right. Screw this on loosely for now, because I'm going to put a cover over it. Oof! Ouch. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, crikey. I need to bring a dustpan and brush here. Or maybe just a brush. Right. Pause. I'll see to that button a bit. Right. Cover. Let's get this baby on. I hope this is going to do the trick. I really hope so. There's the door. Right, I found the outside, didn't I? That's the top, there's the door. So I want to be sure that next time it rains we're not going to get any more water in the tent. It's the door. Aha! thing. Close that up. That's it. That's it. So that keeps the cover in place while I'm faffing about getting over this bloody thing. Oh god, this is going to be fun. I should have bought a step really, shouldn't I? So shit. Never mind the cover for now. I'm going to need some extra height. I'm going to have to bring this proper step ladder down here, aren't I? That's so annoying. More shit to bring in the middle of the night. Oh well. Right, leave it there for now. So at least I have a decent entrance. That's sagging a bit. I do remember if I spin it, you have to adjust it, guys, sometimes. That's probably what they meant. Okay, right. Mission aborted on that one. Let's grab a drink before head on to the next one. Right. So, I really hope this works out. I know the 4 metre is going to be ridiculously big for one person, but then I'm going to be living in this thing. If I'm going to be living in a tent, I want it to be comfortable. Where is it going? Oh yes. Let's do this. I think I need 2 metres for guys. I'm taking a chance here actually. Yeah, a whole formative sheet of what's it in the middle of the day, but never mind. I mean, they know the other tents here. Right. Let's see where I can put this baby. Oh shit. That reminds me though. You know when I said I got spotted by a dog walker in the morning, and I went up there a few days later and came out of my tent, and the same dog walker spotted me. And both times they smiled at me. And I think it's me or the same person. It's coming back. Do not want. Let me meander down here for a bit. Oh yeah, hide. So yeah, that is why I pitched the tent in the middle of the night, and is why, if I do have anywhere to pitch a 4 metre, I'll be pitching that in the middle of the night as well. Because the last thing I need when I'm struggling with a big bell tent is people watching me work. Like that woman did. Mind you, oh pissing hell. Oh, I wish I had a water filter right now. Mind you, you can boil it. Wish I had coffee and sugar on me right now. That's beautiful. Nice little paddling pool in the summer. I'm looking forward to that actually. Oh God's sake, go away. I mean, this bit is stagnant rather, so I mean, it's semi-stagnant. Well, that bit is running water, this bit not so much, but oh man, it's been ages since yeah, it's that is nice and satisfying there. What's that? I'm glad you can see more of it now. Just waiting for people to piss off and leave me alone. Oh, it's there, right. I did choose this semi-willingly. You're leaving now, right? Thank you. I still have a bit of a thing about confrontation. But I'm not as far back from the entrance as I thought I was. Oh well, see if I can finish working on this. It's got bits under here. Got me paranoid now. Right, so that's out. The hell is that? Oh, it's another one for the sake. What on earth? I've got my rubbish bag now. Quick thinking. Right. So if people are going to see me, I'd rather them see me doing this. Get this shit away, shall we? There. Dyspraxia. You. Right. There we go. Okay. Oops. Where do I put this? If I can. I really hope I can. So if I can live in a 4 metre rather than a 3 metre, that would be amazing. Oh. Oh well. Shit. Sorry. Someone's phoning me. Oh. Hello? Hi. Yeah, alright, thanks. I needed electric. Oh, great. Yeah, please. Thank you. Cheers. Bye. Awesome. So that was my storage company. I booked it for the 18th, which is sooner than I actually need it. But it was either that or risk giving it a few more days and it goes to someone else, because I really need it. Obviously, I need it in place for the 25th, and my reckoning was rather have it available sooner, and I still have a few days to get stuff into it, than wait another few days for when I need it and I'll lose it to someone else. So, also, I don't know if you noticed, but there was someone walking this dog walking past. Didn't look my way at all. In fact, I'm pretty sure that other person with the grey hair who was looking my way, it was the same dog walker who spotted me a couple of times before and smiled at me. So I might be alright. I'd rather not chance it, obviously, but I mean, I don't want to pitch a 4 metre out there, for instance. I don't think that, no, that's not good enough. This might, although it's still a bit unlevel. So, yeah, that's about 1.5 metres, I think. Don't want to pull up too much shit. So respecting nature, mind you. No potential firewood out here. So a couple of meters. Yeah, that's about right, I think. Because I'm dyspraxic, my spatial awareness isn't great, isn't as good as other people, so it's a little harder for me to judge how long 2 meters is. So I definitely don't want to count on that. All that. I might be able to shift a little more this way. Right, so it's not going to be level. I'll have to accept that. But oh, that's not level at all. None of this is really, but you know what they say about beggars? I do not want to park it there. It's got to be down here somewhere. So that's the bathroom tent there. It's still nicely insulated here with all the moss. What I might have to do is bring those blocking mats I mentioned and see if I can level it out that way. Now, might be worth a shout. what I will do is it looks like I am in luck. I'll get a few pegs. I'm going to need that. Of course, having the fuel and the stove is all well and good. It would help if I had something to light it with, wouldn't it? My thing arrives tomorrow, so we'll see how good that is. Ow. Oh, right, let's see how this goes. Don't put it any further that way. There's something underneath this. Oh, it's not. Crap. Oh, bugger. Right, I do not want to make the same mistake I did with the 3 metre. Get that off that lump there. That's it. That's, I mean, it's all this in the way. It's not great, but it's doable. It is doable, actually. There's a dip in there that I'll see if I can stick some of those docking pads underneath. Oops. I had to make sure this was the same make as the one I got my tent from, for hopefully obvious reasons. There isn't a special doorway thing here, is there? Doesn't look like it. Oh, that's it. Right, I need to... Hi folks, it is now 3:47 in the morning on Wednesday the 8th of March, and yes, I am once again here at silly o'clock in the morning. So I have a light in this tent now finally. I am just resting on my bed for a bit while I recover. from there's my bed there. Just recovery from lugging my 4-meter tent down here. I do have a bike now. I will save that until after I've got the some of the bigger stuff down here, like the bucket, for instance. I'm too out of practice on the bike to worry about balancing that on the handlebars at the moment. I'll save the bike for smaller stuff I can fit in my backpack. But you bear with me a second while I show you around. Right, so first off, this is a better camera app than the native one, so hopefully the picture's better. But yeah, so there's my A-frame. And here, because for some reason I couldn't fit the tent poles in the bag when I last packed it up from LARP, so these are the tent poles for the 4-meter. That is the reflective cover I was talking about, so I don't bake in the morning. So I was up here briefly a few days ago, I think, just to make sure that there was no one nosing in my tent, and everything looks untouched still, which is awesome. So tent pegs, sure, probably need. Now I've lost my mallet with a nice claw hammer thing. Yeah, so I bought a load of stuff up last time, so things like this. That's leftovers from when I had no spoons to even wash up properly, so I just bought a load of disposable stuff. So I've got my bin bags, I've got a couple of hairbrushes, more disposable cutlery and plates, though they're small plates. But anyway, so that'll tide me over until I get something more permanent. Got bottles in there, which I'm they will serve a different purpose now, because bear with me a second. Right, in here, first off, these are the waste bags that I'm going to be using with the bucket. So there's some, they're double bagged apparently. The inner bag already has this absorbent powder inside, which turns any liquids into gel. So I'm not sure what, if anything, it smells like. I hope it neutralises odours at least. But more importantly, proper urinal. So I'll show you a proper demo of that another time. Not that kind of demo, obviously. Just how it converts into something you can use. Although, I don't know if you can tell from there, but it's actually glow in the dark. Oh yeah, also my coffee cup from my last workplace, hiding the any company name obviously, but yeah, so that's a nice proper coffee cup. That's my fuel. Stick those bags in there. Stick those in here as well, because I'm running out of room in the other bag. Sit. Right, so that's that out of the way. Right, that can stay there. Those pegs, I have a feeling I won't need a mallet, but I'll bring that out just in case. Those can stay there for now anyway. Something that occurred to me when it came to putting the tent cover on is that I could pull this out, or at least shrink the tent down a bit so I can actually get over it. Outside, turn my torch back on. There is my 4-metre tent. So you can see where I had trouble with it. And just for comparison, the 3-metre tent wasn't much better. Apart from the fact, oh yeah, there's pegs in there. There wasn't pegs in there. Yeah, it's about right actually. But the ground, yes, it was actually. How's this looking? Because it has. Oh, here we go again. It's not going to behave, is it? Yeah, so it's losing its waterproofing a little by the looks of it. So I need to get that cover on ASAP. So, speaking of which, there she is. And it's got lovely pools of water in it. And speaking of which, I'm going to have fun with the 4-metre as well, which I'll just show you. And this app, unlike the other one, has a torch. So, no. Yeah. Oh, that's better. So, this is why I did not want to pitch a tent in the rain. Look at all that lovely lot. That's going to need a good flinging out. I know I was taking a chance getting that thing out in the first place, but I mainly wanted to make sure I could even fit the damn thing in here in the first place. So. Oh well. Anyway. I will nip inside, put my coat back on because it's getting a bit chilly, and I will switch the action camera. Bear with me a second. So, see if I'm right about this. Oh, God. So, right. Because this tent is, like I said, is 2.5 meters high. I am just over 1.5 meters high. So getting that cover over the tent without any kind of assistance ain't gonna happen. Ah, there we go. Switch on. There we go. Right. Now, first off, lovely. Not step on ropes. You can see it's been nice and wet over the past few days. Right. Now, first off, find the right way round. Now I need to find the label. one, the canvas tent shop label, just to make sure it's the right side. Oh, there we go, more water. Right, this is what happens when you don't revisit it for a few days. Oh well. Come on. Ah, there we are. Right. Now that's out of the way. Right, I need to find the door. That's it, that should be doable now. So, this is the right way up. There's a label there. There it is. Right, so there's the door. Right, that's the top. So I found the top, which is here. So let's get this over. And hopefully, yeah, there we go. There is madness to my method, as an old friend used to say. Over that. Shit! Oh. Bucket. Oh, that does not feel good. Yeah. So, just to clarify, this cover is for a 4-metre tent, but because this tent is 2.5 metres high, which is the same height as a 4-metre, a 3-metre cover will not work. Let's get that out of there. Where is the door? Is right, so over we go. Right, I will not screw that on all the way yet. I need to get this done. So, this over. There we go. That's much better. God, yeah. Right. The hell is that? I don't remember that bit. Ah. Okay. Right. So before I tie the guys in, I need to get this aligned properly. Not just that, but also I'm going to have to go back in and raise the pole. So I also need to get the cover on the pole properly. So, right, I think that's do it nicely. Okay, next, where did I put that? Let's get back in there. Pull the pole back. Right, so now I've got that canopy there. Yep, there we go. Oh, this is going to be fun. Yep. Right, can stay there for the moment. Let's get this back out my back. I'm going to do this without getting my knees. Excuse you. I don't know what bug's in my bed, thank you. There we go. Right. I don't want to pull it all the way up yet. I just need to yeah. So aha, there we go. Now, 4 metre, unlike this one, is made of a different material called polycotton, which is lighter than canvas. I can't remember if it's still all natural material, in which case it is likely to get mouldy, or if it's still, or is, completely waterproof. Magnetic light. Right, let's get this back up to where it was. Come on. This kind of thing is why I was so achy after putting this damn thing up. Oh, there's a bump there, of course there is. Right. That's it. There we go. Not quite. You know what, that can stay like that. Right, let's get out of here. Come on. There we go. Right. Next thing to do, because the beauty of these is, that's my torch, there you go. So, beauty of these is, you can use the tent pegs. Right, how are we? How are we doing? Yeah, oh, there you go. Now that's the idea. And, ooh, okay. Yeah, because remember this is a 4 metre cover on a 3 metre tent. So there's going to be some anomalies. Hang on a second. I think, is this a... This is the thing though, it's either that or potentially waste money on a 3 metre bell cover, and these things are expensive. Can't remember how much. What? Oh, okay. I can't remember how much the I can't remember how much this one was, but the reflective one was 129 quid. So come on. Here we are. That's nice and sturdy. Because last time this was up, friends helped me with it, and oh flipping hell, yeah. Oh crikey. I might have to put another peg out for that. This one. Oh crikey. Yeah, this is a bit ridiculous as well. Blimey. Right. Oh. So I've got stung by a few brambles on the way here, I think. Right. The ones I can get pegged out, I will get pegged out. The ones I can't, I have to stay there for the moment until I get the pegs out for the other one. what I'll do, I'll get what I can of this sorted out. And then I will pitch the 4 metre, because time is already getting on. Jesus. I really need to get the 4 metre up as soon as I can. Partly because I don't know if it's going to rain again. Which, knowing my luck, it probably will. But also, it's down to the whole, damn it, it's down to the whole pitching things out while people are still in bed. Right, that's there. That's here, ow. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, that will work, but I'll have to take this off. No, actually, so there's a nice awning. Yeah. So, yeah, so I was supposed to stake it out here, for instance, because that little hole isn't going to matter now. What I was really concerned with was just getting this covered before it gets any wetter. Right, so that's that. I suspect this has got water in it. So now this has an awning of sorts. Chuck that under there. There we go. So keep that there. Right. So, yes, I'll get those bites out. a nice beacon. Or yeah, I will actually, because oh yeah, that's right. This is actually a good part of why I wanted the 4 metre and use this as a spare, because there's some damping in there. So right. First thing to do before anything else is to get these pegs out. Or yeah, yeah, I will get them all out, because I need to pull the I need to get rid of that lot. So I leave that there for the moment, leave that there for the moment, get all this stuff over. Cover, are these just the poles or are they the pegs as well? Just the poles it looks like. Cool. So, yeah, because partly what makes those bags so blooming heavy are the pegs. Oops. Because if memory serves, it's not just the shitty ones in here. There's some good quality pegs, especially when it comes to the guideline ones. Oh. Oh. Thankfully this area is relatively flat. So, I know you didn't see me pitching the 3 metre because I couldn't get the camera set up properly, but the main ball ache with the 3 metre, as I've mentioned, is the pegged in ground sheet, but this one is a lot easier to set up. So let's see, I'll just get these all out, and already it's trickling off. So, right, magnet marks the spot. And then once I've got all the water off, I'll peg it down again, this time with the ground sheet pegs, because those are the ones I'm actually going to use. Of course, now they've got a nice hole to drain into. I'm glad I got this footprint out first though, because otherwise, I wouldn't have a marker for where to put the 4-metre tent, but mostly B, I wouldn't know if I could use it in the first place. So before anything else, out you go, go on. There we go. You as well, go on, shift. There it goes. I do not want a lake in my tent, thank you. This is how much water is in there though. It's actually pinned down pretty good. Go on. The idea of the footprint is to stop water getting, well, one of the ideas of the footprint is to stop the water going into the tent in the first place. So, go on. So, and you. Slugs making themselves at home. Let's try this. Go on. That's it. Right. Let's pick this up. No tent rivers on my watch. Well, right. That's better. Right. Now, I just need to make sure I'm not going to fall into the there is something underneath the thing again. Come on, you. Right. Just make sure there's nothing underneath it. That's a bit too close for my liking. Right, get it as close to that bump as possible, just so I can be sure I'm not going to... That's not too bad. Right, that's better. Okay, let's get this show on the road. It's been an age since I've got this out. Not quite as long as with the other. This one has instructions. Actually match the tent I'm putting up. And there it is, pegs. And I actually... Oh, I know what this is. Rain cap, excellent. That, I suspect, is for if you want to use a stove. Or is that... No, hang on. Yeah, I think it is. But I can't use a stove because I'm going to put that thing on. So, first things first, get the footprint. There you go, see. Right, now I am probably going to need some of the heavy duty ones. Oh, these are a bit better than the other ones. There we go. Right, I don't need to worry about how far to put them in here just yet. Get these off. Let's do these. Right. See what I mean? Oh, these are the guy stakes, if I remember right. So. Oh, I say stakes. They are really. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Whoa. Right. Now, can I get the main stuff done while it's still dark? Or at least before people come out? $1,000,000 question. It'd be funny if that dog walker sees me again. But that's it. This way, thank you. God, my knees are falling to pieces. I think, if memory serves though, the footprint is a bit bigger than the actual ground sheet, so That's it. That's a spare. That's about right. Oops. Right. Let's get this baby out. So, this is better organised than the 3 metre. Where did I put them? There it is. Right. First off, front door. Yeah, because this is sewn in ground sheet. Ah, that's the door there. Because this is a sewn in ground sheet, there aren't separate ground sheet holes. They're here. So, where did I... that is the door. Awesome. So I know the whole thing with pegged in and zipped in ground sheets is to give you the option to roll up the sides on a sunny day. If you do that, you end up with bugs, so no thank you. I would rather something I could easily pitch by myself. Right. So, that's the door. And this is way, thank you. I've always been one to prefer not to ask for help unless I absolutely need it. Blame my upbringing for that one. But yeah, comes in handy until it doesn't. Hang on. I was going to say, so hang on, this isn't, oh, so it's zipped in. Oh, yeah, it is. Crikey, I thought it was sewn in. Oh well. Okay. Alright then. Where's the door? Right. Get this across first. Right, anyway. Even with zips in there. Because the ground sheet is already attached, it's a lot easier to pitch. With a pegged in ground sheet, which is completely separate, as you may have seen, it is an utter ball ache to pitch. Oopsie. Found the door. Right. Oh. Easier to pitch, but it's still a bit of a ball ache because it's so heavy. since this is 4 metres big, and it still needs to be an all-season tent. Oh, now. Also, it's not necessary to roll up the sides with this, because you have windows right, now so that's the door. So get that tucked in, and this is where you get them. There you go. Which is why this particular footprint absolutely needed to be the same brand as the tent. Oh, hang on. I think, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That's it. Get that all tucked inside. So the last thing I need is water getting in. I have enough problems with that with the other one. Aha! Didn't know about that. There we go. Right. That's it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that footprint's a bit bigger than the actual tent. Oh, come on. Probably see already though how this is a lot easier to pitch. Especially with the footprint as a guide. And the last one. That's it. Here. Oh. Right. That's that. Right. So let's stop. Aha. So, so not quite the last one. There we go. Do that there for a moment. That's it. Right. So, and yeah, this one also has Velcro, so you can close it better than the other one as well. Come on. Right. Open sesame. Whee. There's another thing this one has over the other one, and that's where when it comes to the poles. Get rain cap. Oops. Now this one, unlike the other one, which is made for one awkward centre doorway thing. Right, let's get these poles out. There's the other lavender there. And this one, this tent, is tailor-made for an A-frame. And, as you can see there, it also has a hook. It's just generally better built. It's also a bit tangled at the moment. Let's get that out of the way. There we go. Right. So. Oh, have I lost the rain cap already? Where is it? I hate ADHD. Where is it? Ah, yeah. Right. So, you in... You in there. Of course. This one has a mesh door. I need to open both of them. Don't. I even said last episode that there was a mesh door with this one. There we go. Stick you there. Now, so as I was saying, this one is tailor-made for an A-frame, by which I mean, when I find it, pop in here and there you go. And there it is. I know, I have the habit of making things a lot more complicated than they need to be. Oh, don't ask me why. I have no idea. Right. So, now, where did I put the thing? There it is. Right, now, and it's come out. What a surprise. So, I think this is getting into the realm of I should have done that first. this. Oh! Oh, great. What the hell that is? Right. Now, this has a handy marker. And it's this way. So, now, there it is. Let's see. Whew. Come on. Right. There we go. Right. Now let's get this up. Where'd I put the door? There it is. Whew. That pole will come down in a bit once the guys are done, just to get the cover on it. There we go. Right. That's it. Right. That's a bit easier to see what I'm doing. Right. You go in there. You go in there. You get out. Ugh. Okay. You in there. That's that. And set. That's one. And that's two. There we go. Hot pot over. And I lost the torch again. There we go. Right. So I get the guys into first. That's it. And That's a problem. Where's the other one? Right. There. All quite... Oh my word. Shit. Is this because of the dip? I hope not. Oh. Okay. Oh, great. Alright, that's a problem. I might have to get those mats I mentioned and just put them out in the centre there to even that out, so that if I bring the pole up, yeah. Right, so if I go there for now. Yeah. Shit, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a big problem. I'm going to have to come back and... Look how big it is though. Right. What I need to focus on for now is get that cover on. Get the guys... Get the guys done first, then put the cover on. Where did I put the pegs? Oh, there. Right. Alright. There we go. Yeah. Damn it. This is why the ground should be level as much as it can be. So I will return with some mats. Mats and the bucket, of course. Any rocks in the ground. That's it. Oof. Ow. Oh, thankfully, my friends thought to shorten the guy ropes. Oops. So, yeah, not going to worry about setting them just yet. Ow. Crikey. Yeah, so from what I remember, when they helped me with this, it was starting to get a little squish in our camp, because okay, so there's different nations in this gang, and ours is one of the most popular. So there are a lot of in-character people, a lot of in-character tents in our area, including ours. So we were competing for space a little. So they shortened the guys to avoid encroaching too much on other tents. And it still was a little bit, if I remember right. Oh, this one. Although in this case it's a good thing, as you can see, because there's not much room this way. That one does need to be longer though, because I've got to get out of there. Right, down. Flipping rocks in the ground. Come on, that's it. I'm honestly, once it's all sorted out, I'm honestly really looking forward to staying in here. Right. Okay. And I didn't need a mallet. That's holes. Yeah. And spare guy. That's in that. That. I'll leave that like that for the moment, because once that's out, I'll stick that bag in there as well. What I need to do first is bring that hole down a bit more. Hopefully, because that's there, that should stay put. Okay, so same as last time, except this time I've learned, and we'll do it that way. They've knotted it. Now this isn't from the same shop as the one I got this tent, but then unlike that 3 metre there, this tent is a universal shape. So this cover is from belltent.co.uk, I think it was. I would have got it from Canvas Tent Shop if they had this particular cover, but I need it to not be a greenhouse in the morning, because I have not so pleasant memories of that in when playing LARP, and that tent was in character, and I would wake up in the morning, and even later on, especially in the summer, as you can probably imagine, trying to put your costume on and applying the prosthetics and makeup and whatever, while you're also sweltering and damn near suffocating with the heat, because it's just horrible in there. Well, I'd rather not have that again. Stick that in there. There. Right. So I'll do it this way, so I don't risk pulling that further across. Well, forecast didn't say, well, it did say when it was going to start raining. It looks like an oversized space blanket, and that is exactly how it works. And inside there, so you've got blackout material on the inside to keep the light, to keep the light out. That reflects the sun away, and that also serves as an insulating layer. And when you live in a tent, during all weathers, you need as much insulation as you can get. That looks like the roof. Where's the door? Now this is going to fit how the tent cover should actually fit, which means a rain cap is going to be relevant here. So I need to find the hole. Right, what I will do is I just found it. Is that the, no, that's a, right, that's the top. So get this under. Try not to tread on the guide. Oh, you better get tangled in it. Oops. Also try not to tread on the cover. There we go. Running these along. Have to fix that. That's it. Right. Right. Oh, have I lost a pole? I have, haven't I? Oh. Okay. Right. I'll forget that for now. Where's the door? Oh. I lost the pole. Never mind. Let's get this on. I that's it. Right. Oh, right. It's that one. Right. And this one also has a nice canopy. Let's rescue the pole. I like that this has a mark. There we go. Right. This will be my new home, folks. Beautiful. It will once I've sorted the flooring out. But anyway, so I won't have to worry about water getting in, because this, as with the other one, nice little overhang. So, oh dear. Right. So, because I had the sense to lower the pole and get the thing over, it means all I have to do now is use the guys to pull it back on. Alright, there she is. Or will be. There we go. Right, now let's get these in. That's perfect, sort of video. Oopsie. Right. Let's get this out a bit further. That's it. That's it. It does say you can use the tent pegs to hold the cover glaze. So oh bloody hell! Oh, you over there? The more of these I can get taut, the more of a the more I can get the rain pouring off it. So, because that gives a nice little overhang there. That's it. That's it. Oh. Right folks, it's now the, what's it, 13th of March I think it is. It's 7:45 in the evening. And quick note to self, do not overestimate the battery power of the action cam. Sorry about that, you had two instances of the camera running out on me. But yeah, 4-meter tent is still there. So that I'm going to sort out the mats in a minute, but that's still there, and so is this. It's my 3-meter, and I've brought my bucket finally, plus the toilet seat in there and the mats. So I'm going to get these in. Oh god, here we go. Oh. Yeah, I did leave it a bit messy last time. Right, this side. So it's been chilly, but otherwise clear, thankfully. Oh, and I'm getting to pinch that light. And is it me, or has the lavender actually done its job? I think it has. So I don't see any others. Good. Mind you, it is pretty chilly right now. So. Okay, things first. Right, you over there. I will see you actually come when I'm outside. So, in here, there's the toilet seat. It's right at the bottom. It's not a perfect fit, but it's good enough. So, there we go. I'll see that another time. So, this is the main thing I came for today. Sort this lot out. Also, while it's dark actually, I want to start moving this stuff into my 4 metre, since that's where I'm going to be living. So, right, I will get inside the 4 metre, stick my action cam on, and we can get this mat sorted out. 1 second. I'll leave that stuff there for now. Let's get this sorted out first. Hopefully the battery won't run out this time. So, here it is. Oh dear. So pause for a minute though, just to check out that clear night sky. About as clear as we can get around here anyway. So, right, let's see if I'm right about this. Come on. Right. Oh, this is going to need a sweep. Right. Okay, right. So, this, hopefully you can see it properly now, but this is what I'm going to be living in. And this I don't know if there's going to be enough, but we'll see. Right, first thing I need to do is make sure that I get enough. Okay, so I cut that in. I cut that base around the 3 metre pole because the idea was to use that as insulation. I'm glad I didn't do anything about that now. So that's going to be a good marker. So, bum bum. Yes, I know I'm very precise about this sort of thing. That's it. Right, let's see how we do. I'm going to be glad for the extra thickness now. You can see the dip there. I doubt that's going to be enough. I stick that there just to mark the spot. You know, if I'm going to pinch the light from the 3 metre, it would help if I took it with me, wouldn't it? Maybe I can turn this torch off as well. Oh, God damn it. Ah, it's in my flipping pocket. Okay. Back to regular programming. Now, this baby has a hook. There we go. That's it. That's it. That might be a bit too much, but we'll see. Oh, crikey. Yep. Mm. Get you where you belong. Still not working, is it? That is. But this isn't. Is that making it worse? Oh, yeah. That's the blackout effect in action there. You can't see much of the light from inside. It's reflecting the light from the street lights. This is annoying. This is really annoying. I might have to leave it as is. It's not ideal. But if I'm going to keep the tent closed properly, because when it's open, it's fine. Oh, that's a nuisance. I might put onto something though, because this is sagging. Yeah. Right, I think the mat idea is going to have to okay. Well, that was a bus. Never mind. Oh. Oh well, I still have blocking mats if I need them. They can go in the 3 litre. As long as everything else I'm dumping in there. Never mind. It's still workable. I think. Right. So, while it's still dark, I'm going to start moving my everyday stuff in here. Like the bed. Considering I'm going to be sleeping in here. So, right. So, now I'm so happy to see everything is still untouched. That 4 litre is still empty. Won't be for much longer, but so, keep making that mistake. There we go. Right, well, this is going to be fun. That's better. At least the ground sheet's dry. Clear. So my cookware and everything, I won't need those now. They can go back in my bag. No, these will stay in here. Alright, now I do have other things in this bag, which I'll show you in a bit. So let's shift these things around first. Spot for choice over here. That's it. Right. Bed is not going there because it's too sloped. This big thing is why I'm doing this in the dark. Ow. Oops. Oh, there we go. Oh. Yeah. Right, now because this is a 4 metre, means you've got, I think this is a bit longer than 2 metres actually, but it is a big thing. How's this? Is that good enough? No, it's not bad actually. Yeah, it's this area that's more unlevel, but that I can deal with. Yeah, this is quite big for, which is good. I want big for a camp bed. So I do tend to move about, and the trouble is it's a long way round. For me, anyway. Don't ask me why I'm doing it this way. It's just the way I roll. Oops. Oh. Ow. Over there. That works. Yeah, that works. Oh. I'm not going to put my things in there. Cripes. Yeah, that works. Let's get the rest of my stuff. As for a fire pit, I've figured in the end, no, obviously not, but figured it would make more sense, considering I'm going to be here long term, to build a fire pit rather than buy one. And look at all that stone over there and over here. This would be ideal for fire pit anywhere along here, as well as the fact that I'm right by a river, which means when I need to put the fire out, I could just take a few steps, get a cup full of water, something I mentioned in my journal a little while ago, is that I'm looking into things like building a fire pit and, by extension, building a fire. Turns out there is actually an art to it, and that there's different kinds of fire that you can build for different scenarios, and there's a few ranging from simple to complex. But to summarise, at least from my perspective, TP fire is good for cooking. Starfire is the best balance. Well, I say best balance. It's a long-lasting fire, but it's also doesn't take as many resources as, say, a platform or log cabin fire. What and what, you may be asking? Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what I thought when I was reading about all this. I was like, what the hell is all this about platform fires? Log cabin? What? Yeah. That's why I'm following the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. As long as I can build a TP and a starfire, I should be good. When you get to platform and log cabin fires and what have you, they get pretty resource intensive. And there's not that much wood around here I could use. I'd have to... I'd have to start buying firewood, I think. Which I'm fine with, because I now not only have a bike, I also have a bike trailer. And that's just the sort of thing I wanted it for, is to be able to cart heavy stuff back and forth from local co-op area, which is also where the Amazon locker is. So there you go. Yeah, that is why I wanted it a certain way. It's going to be easier to get into bed. Oops. Sometime pretty soon I would like to actually spend the night here, see how it goes. My thermal PJs have just finished washing. And how's my pillow? It's cold, but otherwise it's dry now, so I'll tuck that in there for now until I can get a better one, i.e. memory foam. But yeah, that is what this bit is. That's what this bit is for. It's to keep your pillow in place. So if I take a quick test, which means taking my boots off. Oops. It's pretty dry in here. My bed-proof door. I would still like to get some proper flooring in here when I can. I mean, there is a crochet pattern for rug rugs, like circular ones. Can you imagine how long it would take me to make one this size? Yeah, No, I don't think so. But yeah, if I perch up here, take my boots off. So I'll take the torch off as well, actually, because I have light in here. Okay, it's not that great for light. You know why it's not so bright in here though? I think it's that reflective cover. It's making it darker. So, by the looks of things, I will have to get something brighter and then put that light back in the 3 metre. But for now, this is fine. Take the torch off and my coat actually, just so I can see how chilly it's going to be in here. Excuse me. So I do want to start moving stuff up here at some point. I'll have to look into camping wardrobes. I do have a wardrobe rail at home, but it's going to be too big for here. Yeah, I'm going to have to see how I can deck this out to suit my needs. I'm going to need a table, like it'll be like what, 4-foot table, so I can use my laptop. I'm going to need some hooks so I can actually hang my coat up. So, right, I'm wearing a hoodie. So, excuse me. That's better. Right, hell is in here. It's about as chilly as it was when I was at home during the winter, when my heating was broken, just to give you an idea. So in here I've got my sleeping bag, which I can't remember if it was 3 season or what, I don't know, but this is my fleece liner inside, which may bump it up one or two. So let's see how warm this is before I start worrying about. So I'm wearing the kind of layers that I would probably wear to bed. Ideally it would be thermal PJs. I'm going to have to buy some more of those. Oh, smell of freshly washed, even though it's been a while. Right, come here. I would like to get a... Oh, this mattress isn't too bad actually. So... Oh, crikey. Now, this is going to be a thing. Bearing in mind we're in March now, so it's not as icy as it was when I was first making preps. So during the day it was about 8 or something. It's now maybe 4 or 2 degrees. Well, you know what? This is quite cosy. It's nice and cosy actually. I could sleep here. So testing how level this is, and it's not actually too bad. That is definitely going to have to be replaced by a remote light, because you can imagine turning that off and then fumbling all the way back to my bed. But I can keep the remote in here. But yeah, this is really nice actually. Quite interesting actually. I'm not sure. Oh, I could always test, see just how insulated this tent is, because I've got the footprint underneath, I've got the ground sheet, and I've got the reflective blackout cover. And I'm wearing just a t-shirt and slightly thicker leggings. It's not my winter leggings, which are really toasty. This is actually really nice. I almost don't want to get up. I can't see my breath. Oh, that is really nice. Get this. Readjust it. That's a bit better. Right. So, sadly, I have to get out of bed. It's really cosy. Yeah, it chills hitting me a bit coming out. But yeah, I like that. That will definitely do until I get my memory foam pillow. Yeah, sliding around is going to be a thing though. But yeah. So when I have some proper PJs, they will be tucked under here, because that's really nice and warm. Thermal PJs may not even be a thing until the winter. So get my boots back on. It's a bit on the chilly side. But indoors, something that became a staple in my house during the winter, because it was so bloody cold, as you can imagine, with the heating not working, I spent a lot of time just living in this humongous tent-like hoodie wearable blanket thing, which is really toasty. So that is probably going to be a staple in here, although I have made myself a coat for LARP. It was going to be for my current character, but I decided to retire that one in the end. So it'll be something that my new character would have retrieved from them. But it looks a bit like a sorcerer's coat. It pretty much is. But it's lined with cotton, and it's a wool blend, so it's nice and warm. So that might actually be a thing to bring here. Maybe, maybe not. Right, now, see if there's any difference. Probably isn't, but let's see. Come here. Come here. Right, so I haven't put my coat on. It's still down there. Oh, you know what? Flipping hell. And I can see my breath out here. Wow. That is a very pleasant surprise. It's actually quite... It's not cosy in here. But with them all closed and everything, even like that, it's still quite a bit warmer in here. I'm really pleased about that. You see my breath now because there's openings there. But yeah, I am really happy about that. Extra flooring like the carpeting that you can get will take that up a notch. But still, that is awesome. Right, now before I go, let's get a few things out here. So, put some more things in here. Right, so matches for the stove, which is in there. The essentials, part of them, is what I was saying before about bringing coffee and sugar. You've seen the coffee. This is the sugar. I will keep that with me actually. It's nice and handy if you're buying coffee on the go and they've run out of sugar or something. So I have barbecue tools, but I am not going to need at home because everything in my place is non-stick. You do not want to use this stuff with non-stick, so we can stay here instead. I want a proper camping kitchen set up in here eventually. Because something else that occurred to me, because the there's a thing you can get. What's this? Oh, that's my fuel, which I'm keeping. I'll keep this on me. I had a shot. Oh, wait a minute. Because my main concern is having my address on there. But do I have a pen here? Straws. Ah, yes. Knife sharpener. I'll see to that in a minute. Sweets. Oh, yeah. These are lock picking tools. I decided learning to lock pick would be a handy skill to have. Haven't had to use it yet, but it might come in handy at some point. You never know. I don't have a pen. Okay, right. I'll bring that back. I will sharpie out the address so I can leave it here. So that's my straws. Boom, 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 boom. Come on. Right. drawers. I've got my knife sharpener. Right, this baby is my water filter. I will set that up in the day when I can see what I'm doing. Well, that'll be a whole nother episode. In fact, just getting more established here. But yeah, I got my eye mask in here because I won't need it here. Happy days. Right, this baby, which is also a fire starter. I've got my little table there. So here, right. This is flat hell. Right. If I take it that way. Oops. It's looking better already, actually. Oops. That's better. That's that. I think there's another one in here. That's what I got. Right, this is a left-handed one, by the way. I had better sharpen that as well, actually. That's my can opener. That's a can opener, that's knife. What's this? That's knife, that's screwdriver. That's a file. Okay, it's just the one knife. Cool. That's corkscrew. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. It's been a while since I used this. Used it properly anyway. The left-handed icon's smudged off now. That's how old this thing is. But yeah. So, oh yeah. Just test this thing before I head off. Ready? Right. Now what? Alright, you remember the trouble I had with this before? There you go. Awesome. Right. I haven't spent too long here this time, so hopefully there should be enough juice to sign off properly. So, right. So, table, kitchen stuff. That's it. Right, that is it for this episode. See you next time, folks.